Don't do that.
We do,
So,
yeah, we're being recorded. So they've got the AI companion on this now. So I'll do the minutes.
yeah, man. Oh, I just unplugged that from.
I guess it's supposed to be doing the transcribing minutes, right?
I think the AI assistant. Has been turned on, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Michael, you're up.
Okay, call the North Station Building Replacement Committee meeting to order at 5:19. Any adjustments to the agenda?
Nope.
Any public comments?
Nope.
Okay, approved minutes of January 8th, 2025.
Make a motion to approve the minutes.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries, minutes approved. Discussion and action, review of the architect's plans.
Well, I haven't heard back from Robert, but
Yeah,
I can call him again there and just see what's going on, but I think
I think we're trying to put them in a hold pattern.
we've put them in a hold pattern there just because, I mean, it's a conceptual drawing there. And I think we can, potentially there, we can, well, with our other discussions that we had.
Yeah.
So,
At what point in the agenda do you wanna bring those up?
well, it's all under discussion. So you may as well bring it up.
Okay. How do you wanna talk about the meeting with Don Stewart?
Well, so Michael and I met with Don Stewart. And Don laid out basically there things here that we need to address. Sorry, that's my tax bill. You guys don't want that. And if we are in agreement with what Don has laid out here, he will put a proposal together as far as to be the construction manager. I personally I have full faith in Don. He did this, it was his business. And, Michael and I explained to him there that, you know, we want to keep this ball rolling there. It's slowed down a bit there, but we'd like to keep it going. And I know for myself there, I'm kind of at my limit. And, we explained to Don there that saying we would like to find somebody. And basically there, we can potentially put this out to bid there via potentially an RFP there, whatever, and just get some proposals back there. And hopefully that'll help. Well, number one there, we have the bond, so we need to have that info anyway, but we're looking for somebody there to turnkey this, you know. Versus trying to piecemeal this whole thing together, you know. And I'm not sure whether or not that would, you know, potentially there, I mean, if we would look at doing this potentially in-house here, we could maybe save some money there, but do we really save some money? I mean, it's probably it probably all comes a wash there in time factor.
You won't save any money.
No, so.
One mistake.
It's not, well, and this isn't, you know,
Yeah.
yeah, the days of like the old barn raisings there and whatever, those are over. I mean, and especially with a project this size, you know. So, however, if, you know, if you all think that it's wise there or would behoove us to, and my personal opinion is that I think that it would behoove us there to continue talks here with Don and get a proposal from him.
Yeah.
You know,
Makes the budget goes in.
And yeah, we explained that, the pre-construction, construction manager, would need to facilitate the MEPs,
Mhm.
the division of fire safety permits, you know, that kind of stuff, because that's somebody who deals with that on a daily basis versus the committee. You know, we'll just slow down that process versus having somebody that knows those ins and outs.
And that's typically what a construction project manager would do. You know, including the pre-construction,
yeah,
the construction, permitting, all that stuff, that's. Yeah, and Bob's got his checklist. Would he be doing it, is he retired now?
Yeah, he has
Is he
retired.
doing it through the company or is he doing it on
No.
his own?
He would be doing it on his own, but he requested if he were to do that, he did not want. He wanted Stewart Construction to have the ability to bid on the project,
Makes sense.
so.
but he is out of Sturt Construction.
That's what I thought.
So,
It'd be like me saying, I'll be the project.
Correct.
manager.
right. And then if we say, sure, John, you sit on in here, but Cedar Ledge has nothing to do with this.
Yeah.
So anyway, and, you know, and Don said there that, you know, of course, you know, he said he'd be unbiased about this, so we put it out to bid. And then we'll see what the bids come in at,
Yeah.
you know, so anyway, so if you guys feel comfortable about that, then Michael and I will continue our talks there with Don. Now, Don will be gone. He's leaving Saturday, I believe, but, so he'll be away for a bit. However, he does have email and all that other stuff, so.
And I did talk to Harry today, he felt that, we could select an individual, to manage the project without having to go through the bid process to find the individual.
Yeah, that's typical too, you know, that's. Yeah, did you talk about, is he doing it for a percentage fee or?
Well, that's what Don will write up if
Yeah,
if we're
okay.
comfortable
Which is.
with it, then he'll write up a proposal. And, we have certain things there that we have to discuss, you know, but he'll put together a proposal for us. And then we can take a look at that proposal. You know, for that end of it, no, we don't have to have a bid, but we do need bids there on the project itself, right? So, and we look at obtaining 3 bids, that's our policy. So,
And that's what the project manager would do.
correct. So,
Then, well, get this understanding, like going through Don, so that eliminate what John has spent.
has nothing to do with that, no.
Step forward and
Oh, no,
done
that's-
for us.
You know,
No.
John would probably welcome it. I won't speak for you, but
Well, I don't know if they're doing a similar position.
I'm not, no, cause I'm not
You would
acting
step
as a
up and
project,
offer
I'm
to
just
do-
kinda,
he's advisory.
I'm advising.
Yeah, he's advisory.
Yeah, and I know Don and Don
Yeah,
knows me,
yeah.
I've trained most of his guys, so.
Yeah, there you go. So anyway, but let's, I mean, so if we, you know, I'll make a motion there that we contact, that the chair contacts Don Stewart, requesting a proposal from him. That's my motion.
Okay, we got a motion on the floor, second,
Second that motion is Carl's.
Tracy Jeware seconds it.
all right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, motion carries. And also Gary had met with, Andy Alling and Paul Yandel. And the takeaway from that discussion, was pretty much we're at that point where we need a construction manager to, you know, take a look at the drawings, fill in those gaps, the MEP. So it sounds like we're being directed by multiple parties, that should be a,
I'm sure Andy would be coming from the same place I am.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it was all pretty much reiterated the same,
yeah.
so, you know, so, because we'd like to, like I said before, we'd like to keep the momentum going, potentially pick up the pace a bit.
Yeah, I think that,
Well, everything's at the point now where it kind of needs to. I mean, you got drawings that are pretty well set in place.
Yeah, I mean, they can be,
Size.
let's put it this way, they can be worked from.
Correct,
you know.
correct. Foundations and so on, so far, there's for pricing, I believe.
Yeah.
But your plans are,
Well, Jefferson said they would they would furnish a structural foundation plan,
Yeah,
so. That's part of their package.
that's part of their package, that they supply that foundation. plan there.
Yeah.
So,
and then their building comes with their engineering stamp on it, so.
So
Yeah, this
basically,
is a-
all you have to fill in is basically interior petitions, but you don't need anything more than you have.
right,
Right.
so. Anyway,
Good.
and Don was made aware of the. And we'll get that info to him there from Jeffords there.
He already has it.
You give it to him?
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Super. So. All right,
Okay, well, next was the MEP,
well, I think we kind of covered that one.
the structural plans.
Covered that.
Okay, because they had Aldridge listed on it as well.
Aldrich and Elliott structural plans. No, that was, you had that meeting there with Andy. Cause I had mentioned that to Andy.
Okay.
To see whether or not, you know, they would be interested in doing it, but which potentially there, I mean, you know, if we find Don's proposal favorable.
Yep.
Then let Don run with it,
Yep. Okay.
so.
All right, that moves us DRB, conditions, Mylar, stormwater, wastewater, plans. So I printed off the stormwater and wastewater permits and even the permit for the treatment area.
Okay,
So these now copies can be made and attached with the copies of the plans that we have.
okay,
So that should remove, and also the, like the stormwater, it makes reference to sheet C1, sheet C2, you know, that are built into those
yeah,
sets. So that should help with,
well, that'll take care of those questions as far as what do we have for permits and.
there's those. Then we got, I have a couple of flash drives I picked up. I'm gonna give, those to Robert, see if he can load each building on one flash drive.
Yeah.
So we have it electronically.
Perfect.
And then that'll aid in having additional copies done or whatever.
And Robert should have that all right there anyway, so.
Yeah. Pre-development, we kind of come under after the,
When it comes after Don's stuff,
and then updates regarding clerk of the works, I'd say we covered that base. And then, approval of invoices, so I have, as we discussed at the last meeting, was the proposal from Stride for the fundraising grant packet that they will produce for us to raise monies from some targeted audiences to help offset some of the costs to the taxpayers.
and then that'll come out of the North Station building replacement.
Yes, please. So, and coupled with this is, we get all the electronic stuff they do, meaning pictures, the rendering. And then from that, then we can create, you know, our own PR stuff when it comes time to for the meetings.
Yep. Super.
So what they're looking for to get started, the initial estimate to 8-page brochure, 8.5 by 11. They're gonna create that at a cost of between 48 and 5,200. What they're looking for is a deposit of 50% to get started.
Okay, now do we know how that? Do we know how that compares to any other places, or are they the only one that?
Well, they came recommended, they actually were, Williston Fire hired them to do the same type of stuff for their fire station project.
Okay.
So they came highly recommended from that chief. And, Ronnie, and Charlie, use them with their company.
Alright,
They manage all of their website and whatnot, so.
okay. Alright. So you want a motion there to approve the 50%?
Yes, please.
I'll make the motion there to approve 50% payment to Stride, is it Stride?
Yes.
For as a deposit
Fundraising.
for
campaign.
fundraising campaign, thank you.
I'll second that motion.
Tracy Jeweler seconds,
All in favor, say aye.
aye,
All right, thank you. Well, take that to the office in the morning. With the explanation. Next agenda.
well, I think we need to make contact with Don. I think at this point in time there, I mean, if we can make that decision there when we get Don's proposal back. But I would say until then, I don't. Unless you have anything to add to that, John, I don't think that there's really anything there that we really need to keep pushing forward on.
I mean, you guys got all the decisions on the table, we're just waiting to get that stuff back.
Yeah, so,
That's something John's still working remotely. They probably went to down south someplace.
no, he'll be gone for a few weeks, then he'll be back. Yeah, vacation.
Yeah, no, but
But anyway, but he does get emails and whatever. Michael has his email, so. So he'll get something there, and I'm sure Don will throw something together while he's on vacation, and he'll send that back to us. So. And then perhaps there we can talk him into a meeting here. So, all right,
when's our next proposed meeting? Next month, right?
well, I would wait until Michael makes contact.
I think tentatively our meeting is.
We can set it up for next month,
Just the one.
but
Well,
March 12th. Yeah, so tentatively, the next meeting would be March 12th, 2025.
okay, so why don't we stick with that at this point in time, and then if we don't get any other info there, then we'll just postpone that until we get all the info that we need.
Yeah.
So. All right,
Okay, anything else before we adjourn?
you're looking for one of my favorite motions, right?
Motion to adjourn?
Yeah, I'll make a motion to adjourn.
All right, get a second?
ready for it?
Yes.
Second motion.
All right, all in favor?
Aye,
All right, thank you all.
all right, adjournment at 5:40 PM.